Hi, everybody, and welcome to this Wednesday's webcast from the porch. But this isn't the usual porch. Since I don't really understand, I'm sure I could figure it out, how to get guests on the porch, like a split screen, and have you guys kind of watch other people and have me interact with other people. I've decided to just bring you a guest porch. I mean, if I can't bring on guests in the quarantine and I have to figure out how to bring them on virtually, I'm going to bring on a guest porch. Like, why not? So we have a guest porch. It's not my porch, but it's a pretty cool guest porch. All right, so this is our guest porch for the day. We got some trellises here. We got some, let me see if I could give you a nice little tour of this porch. Beautiful, right? We got some stone, some fans here, a guest porch, a nice outdoor fireplace grill. Yeah. So, can everybody see me? Is everybody okay with everything? Somebody says that the video is having trouble. If somebody else could just let me know if there's issues with the video, that would be great. Like I said, okay, cool. So some of you see it, some of you don't. That means, all right, so whoever said your video scrambled, yeah, you might need to look at your website connection. Hey, Bets, yeah, you know this porch. We have gotten, so this is the guest porch because we can't have guests. So we have a hammock back here. Yeah, nice surroundings. You know, the guest porch. Yeah, Aunt Mophead. Betsy, you know Aunt Mophead, she's here. All right. So I have a really important message for you guys today. I have to get some light here, the right light. The important message is that I've been telling you guys for quite a while about the high vibration, the low vibration, and not like getting along with people that you used to get along, not so much getting along, but not feeling connected. Yesterday was the start of the cuts. So who made the cut in your life? Who didn't? It's really weird because like 3 months ago, there were some people in your life that you could have connected with, people you talk to every day, maybe. I'm not really sure. But remember how I was telling you the vibrations were shifting and you were going to be attracted to like energies. Yesterday was a day of endings. Okay, so this is the start of when those vibrations are going from high and low, is when people are separating and you're finally saying to yourself, all right, I'm making these tough cuts. Like, I didn't actually see that coming until a couple of days ago, where you actually have to make these cuts. And for some reason, they're not easy to do. They're a little bit more difficult. And yesterday, I've gotten a lot of calls and emails that the people that needed to move into a different vibration and the other people that needed to move with that vibration, when the people were told that people had to, I don't know, it necessarily mean friendships or relationships, or it could be business partnerships. It could be people you do business with. It could be anything. But there are firm endings yesterday, and that's the start of it. But people didn't take it well. So if you've had to make these endings happen and you really had no choice because the energy was kind of like pulling you away and you had to actually take these steps of action to make these firm endings happen, what I'm hearing from a lot of people is that the other party did not take it well. So if you're having reactions from very simple things of stating your needs, like I said, these could be like professionals. This doesn't have to be a family member or friend. These are situations which 2 months ago you were kind of moving along with, and then the quarantine hit and the vibration shifted, your energy body shifted to the spiritual body, and then yesterday was cut. Like, it's like you're going to the auditions, and did the people in your life, in all areas of your life, did they make the cut? If some of you had to do this, it was probably very uncomfortable. And you probably didn't get such great reactions from people. And just know that you're moving in the right direction. And if those are the reactions that people are going to give you, then you probably did the right thing. So if people didn't react favorably to you just stating, hey, I really can't do this project right now, or I really just don't have time to get involved in this, or I really just don't want to go, like, let's say you had a vacation planned. I don't really want to go to the beach with you. And people like just flipped out over you stating a need. That just means the vibrations are completely opposite. And I'm sorry to say that not everybody in your life is going to make the cut. And I hate to say that. You're going to almost have to start to put these firm systems in place. And that really sucks. Because I'm the type of person, I like to let everybody in my life. I like to just have people flow in, flow out. How you doing? What's going on? But the thing is, like, I always like to go move between the vibrations, up the ladder, down the ladder. Remember, I told you it's one vibration or the other. And if you've shifted and if you've had a lot of discomfort in your physical body the last couple of days, if you feel like you just can't relax, you don't know what's going on with your body, you feel a little bit angry, you feel annoyed, you just can't seem like a puzzle piece, you don't have the right puzzle and you're just not fitting in, it means you're shedding your skin and you're activating that spiritual light body. And you're not the same person you were 3 months ago. You're not even the same person you were 8 weeks ago. And so you're finding that situations aren't just not right. They're just like have to go. Their situations have to go. And this is that spiritual test for you to see if you've really raised that vibration, and you have to have these difficult conversations. The good thing is that people that react kind of crazy will fade away. Okay, so it's not going to be an ongoing thing. It was just that you've gotten yourself in these situations. It probably was 30 or 40 years of living the way you were living and the dysfunction that you've had in your life. And you've drawn people in, you created some rabbit holes, and now it's hard for you to get out of those rabbit holes. So when you make that cut, people don't want you to change. People don't want you to kind of go into a different direction. And so you just have to realize that that's kind of what happens. So that I just wanted to let you guys know that if you've had trouble with that yesterday, or if you found that was happening yesterday, that means that I told you there was a separation, and spiritually there were two divisions, and the divisions happened, and now the cuts are happening to where it's like slam it down. It's just, there's partnerships, connections, and situations that just can't be in limbo. They either have to stay or they have to go. You can't have one foot in one place and one foot in the other, because there's no limbo phase anymore. There's no middle levels. So I just want to tell you that if you have to do these things, keep going. I'm on a different porch today. It's a guest porch. Come on. Look at this place. It's on top of a mountain. We've got some trellises, got some trees. It's beautiful. Find a beautiful place in nature today. You're not going to get much done today. The energy is so erratic. And I want to tell you that next week, you got to also be very careful. The energy is going to be very intense next week, okay? I usually like to read some of the comments, but because I'm in the sun here, it's very hard for me to see them. And I'm not sitting down, and usually I can go through stuff. And there's bugs around, but it's just beautiful. I have to hold this and walk. Usually I have it on a tripod, but I just wanted to connect with you guys today to tell you about these cuts. You have to make them. You don't have a choice. If you continue to stay in situations that are toxic for you or that are not working, you have to cut them out. You're going to be super uncomfortable in the next 2 weeks. It's going to be like a really bad situation. So you need to just follow your heart, follow your gut, and make these cuts. Okay, I know we all hoped, and I hope too, that things would just fade away, the vibrations would be one or the other, and people would just go into their respective corners. But unfortunately, there are some pot stickers, things that are staying in your energy field, and it's just very obvious that it's like two sources of light. They just clash, and there's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't mean you're better than the person you're kind of walking away from or the situation. It doesn't mean they're better than you. It just means that it's a necessary cut for you to get in place for that next level of consciousness. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that I can give you a little bit of inspiration to continue with this, because this is going to go on maybe for 2 or 3 more days. Okay, so I'm going to try to come back at you over the weekend in the lounge with some fun, but yesterday wasn't fun and today is probably not going to be a lot of fun. But let me just see if I could read these. I'm going to have to put this down from my face and see if I could read some of these comments, okay? Let me just see here. Okay, so Lila says, really relating to the boundary setting of letting people leave who are meant to leave. Yes, I'm hoping that that happens for all of you, that people just leave. Unfortunately, you're tied to certain situations and projects on a business level. I know there's some business clients on here. We've dealt with this the last couple of days. There's some things that you're just tied to that you can't just, people aren't just going to leave and make it easy for you. So these are the days you're going to have to make the cut. Because if you don't and you keep these situations in your life, hoping that they're going to just magically go away, it's going to get harder for you and you're not going to be able to enjoy that next vibration that we're going into. And I don't want you to be pulled back down. Okay. So I'm sorry to say you're going to have to rip off the Band-Aids in your life. Let me see what else people have to say. Sorry, I have to put this down. Somebody got a haircut. That's great. You took that cutting literally. All right, let's see. Heather, you're so anxious. You can't sleep, which is weird and different for you. Yeah, well, that's because we're Chiron. I know I talked a lot about Mercury retrograde. Chiron's in retrograde. I talked about that on Monday. So if you really want to know a little bit about the forecast for this week, definitely go onto the webcast for the office on Monday. Chiron is in retrograde, which is an asteroid, and it brings up all the wounds that we've been trying to distract ourselves with, that we didn't want to feel, that we don't want to feel. And we're forced now to process these feelings. So if you're really angry yesterday, let it flow out. Don't try to push it down. Don't try to just distract it. I used some different shampoo today. It's different water, and the hair is like feeling a little lighter. So it doesn't feel, yeah, I'm liking the shampoo. All right, let's see what else we have here. Mary Ann Rich. So accurate. Got about a relationship last week and it was not taken well by the other person. All right. Exactly, Mary Ann. This is what I'm talking about. You are in that energy where it's happening. What I'm talking to you about is happening. And yes, those Band-Aids being ripped off, the other person's not taking it the wrong way. But you realize that when you're stating your needs and they're not being respected and somebody's flipping out over something small, then you are seeing exactly what that vibration is and what you don't want in your life. Let's see. Sorry, I have to keep putting this down. Hold on a second. Kim, thank you for the hair comment. I used a different shower, obviously, because I'm at a different porch. I'm at a guest porch. I'm hoping I could have real people guests on soon. But for now, today, it's a guest porch with a guest hammock. That's from LL Bean, I believe. Let's see. Yes, Jessica, you've been all over the place and can't concentrate. Michael just ended a friendship. Yes, friendships. Yes, Michael, you're right where you need to be. I don't know how the person took it or how that happened, but you're right where you all need to be. It just means that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing and you're taking the actions at the vibration that you're at, because it just can't be in limbo where things just fade. I wish it could be. I would like it to be, because that's easier. That's the easier way. Yeah. So just keep going, keep moving. If you find you have to make some cuts, having trouble doing it, seek out your friendship, your mentors, people, your spiritual advisors, and have them help you to try to do it as graciously as you can. Just, for sometimes we want other people to understand where we're going and to support us. And sometimes it just doesn't happen that way, unfortunately. But you're going to see the truth of the vibration from how certain people react to situations. So just keep that in mind. And I will see you guys on the lounge, hopefully in the next couple of days over the weekend. And I just needed to bring you this really important information. And I'm hoping that by next week, I could figure out how to get some guests on here. That'd be really cool. So I know I usually stay on for 45 minutes, but I'm having trouble holding this camera. But the message is very simple today. It's very pertinent, but I feel it's very important that you take it and use it and realize, just make it easier on yourself. Do yourself a favor. Take the actions now so you don't have to suffer the next 2 weeks. All right. And I will see you guys over the weekend, hopefully. And I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. Bye-bye.